right, guys, we got a new one for you. We're going to do a 2005. This is the engine computer for a Ford Escape 3.0 liter, the same as I believe also the 2.4. This, I went ahead and labeled it. This is the engine connector, body connector, and transmission. So you're going to want to get your hookups from the body connector. That's your CAN high on 11 and your CAN low there. There's the other connectors. So we're connected also our pin 13, which you see is this yellow wire that we're going to have our 18 volt supply, and we're using our device here. There's going to be a link in the description. As you can see, you can change the voltage to whatever you want. We got it putting out 18 volts. I got the multimeter just connected to pin 13 to see when it's off and on. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off so you can see, because you're going to need to do that when you're using the VCX Nano to try and program this engine computer. So postpone. I've got a also, if anybody wants it that has donated to the channel, I've got the VCX Nano version of this rather VMware image of IDS, the latest one, and you'll be able to perform all the functions fully online with IDS, as I'm going to do here in this video. I've already went ahead and just let it air it out and put in the VIN number, and this is the new VIN number that's going to be programmed to this engine computer. This is the donor engine computer, so I'm going to go ahead and tell it yes, that's the VIN number I want to use. It's probably going to, yeah, now it's telling me to install a new module. Let me make sure my no, I don't have it connected. I'm going to connect, that's connecting the VCX Nano to the actual VMware image. So right now the device is actually connected. It wasn't. So now I hit OK. I'm going to tell it OK. And see the activity on the interface. Yeah, once you see a double flash like that, it's actually communicating. And we do have our ignition switch on. I'm going to tell it OK. Now it says put it off. So we're going to go ahead and put it off here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do at this point is turn on the 18 volt supply. So that is on. As you can see, the multimeter, it's at 18 volts on pin 13. So now I'm going to tell it OK. It's going to tell me to turn it off, because right now it's going to look for this 18 volt signal, and by default the VCX Nano cannot output the 18 volt signal, so you have to use this device to be able to do it. Yes, I think I still had the device on, rather, that's probably why. Switch on. I'm gonna hit the switch here, put it on, and there it is. As soon as I turned on power, it went into the erase mode, because now it sees that the there's an 18 volt supply on pin 13, and it says PCM reprogramming, please wait. So it's in process, and you can see the VCX Nano is going. It's in the programming state, and you can see the CAN bus, the activity on the CAN bus. And let me show you the multimeter. It was a little bit off. You see we got 18 volts here, pin 13, and programming is going. It's downloading data, so I'll bring you back in a second. As you can see here, the time, so you can have a reference of how long this is going to take to actually program. Like I said, link is in the description. You can bring this from like 1 volt all the way up to 30 volts. Do testing for sensors, relays, anything you want to do, because that's basically a full power supply. You've got these 2 alligator clips here, and then you've got your outputs that look like this. Click the link and you can see more pictures of it. Right, here's the progress. There's the time. We still got our 18 volt supply on. And by the way, this is the pin out. So this is pin 1, that's pin 11, that's pin 47, and pin 50, just so you know. All right, it literally just finished. As you can see, 134, switch ignition off. Go ahead and switch it off. All right. Now I want to switch it on. Go ahead and switch the power back on. Tell it okay. All right, so now we're gonna have to, actually, I needed to turn this off. I forgot. This should be turned off right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. 18-volt supply, we don't need that right now. Okay, so here's where we configure the parameters for the ECM. So you're gonna need the information on the sticker. So you're gonna need to know the axle ratio, spare tire, tire size. Okay, 3.75. Speed control not present, tire size, and it is 235, 70, 16. And then we're gonna tell it okay. Oh. So we hit okay on that. There we go. All right, I got everything in. Tell it okay. Switch ignition off. I just turned it off. I'm gonna tell it okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put on our 18 volts at this point because it's gonna need to program. So we got our 18 volts on. And it's in process. So if you do not have the 18 volt supply and you're trying to program the VCX Nano, you're gonna get an error. I believe it's 81052. And that basically means that it's not seeing that 18 volt supply. So it will not program. So we're gonna go through this process. I'll bring you back. By the way, guys, on the GM stuff, I got some good stuff coming up for you guys. Stay tuned on the development stuff, man. If you want to see the earlier steps to actually get to where you enter the VIN number, I'll leave a link in the description to my previous video on this, and you'll see what the steps it takes to actually get to where you enter the VIN number. I just skipped on this because it takes kind of a while, but you can look at it on the previous video on how to do that. All right, just about done. You can see the time. Ignition off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the 18 supply now. Turn it off. On. It's on. All right, so we got calibration. Everything is good. We did not do that. So we're gonna go ahead and write this on the ECM. Okay, I went ahead and wrote it on the ECM. So it's the updated calibrations now, the latest for this PCM available. And we're done. Like and subscribe, boys, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.